Alright, so I made 2 videos, deleted both of them because they weren't right. This one's gonna be right. So, good morning. First of all, we begin every video, every story, every chapter, every adventure with God. God created us all of us, every individual. God created us all. And that creation was love, acceptance, and forgiveness. And so it's not our job to judge people, it's not our job to criticize people, it's just our job to acknowledge that they are human beings living their own experience, and we should just let them be. Don't ever try to make somebody into something they're not, just let them be who they are. And it took me a long time to figure that out. But I'm getting better at it. I am. I'm at this place called Cafecito that was not here when I was living. And I'm here because I missed the bus and I need to use the Wi-Fi to upload this video. But I'm also here because it's amazing. It's probably the coolest cafe I've ever seen. There's this fantastic old truck behind me that I'm already like, can I buy that and store it? Like, that'd be a fucking killer food truck. But anyways, that's secondary. I came here the other day and I saw that this guy Jake I know works here. And I get him confused with this guy Josh, and I'll explain that later. I met Jake at Ninja Sushi, and he seemed like a cool guy, but he didn't really fit in with me and the other coworkers. Me and the other coworkers were crazy and wild and doing things we shouldn't have been doing. But he was a really fantastic guy, and I thought, like, wow, I hope he's successful. And I've, like, talked to him, like, on and off, you know, hey, how's it going? I've even told him, like, I think you're really hot. Like, he is. But I think everybody's hot, so I hope he doesn't think, like, I'm like, no, bro, I think a lot of people are hot. I don't want to fuck everybody. I don't want to fuck anybody. I just think you're hot. That's okay. Like I tell everybody in my other videos, boys can love boys, it does not mean sex. It's like, that's lust, and I have never told anyone, come put it in my butt. That's fucking weird. I might have back when I was drunk and younger, but I don't do that anymore. But anyways, this is an amazing cafe. And the fact that I saw Jake working here, I don't know if he owns it, he runs it, he's just an employee, I don't give a shit. I'm just happy he's involved in it. The reason I call Jake Josh is, when I was about 3 years ago, I was in Phoenix, and I was checked into a mental health facility because I thought I was going crazy. And it turned out I was going crazy, but not for the reasons everyone thought. You see, if you get medicated or over-medicated for something that you don't have, it'll really fuck with your brain. And the thing was, it's like when I was a little kid, it was like, oh, he's hyper, don't give him sugar. And then it was like, oh, he's got ADD. Oh, he's got ADHD. And then it became, oh, he's chronically depressed or whatever. I just heard the word chronic. I was like, 420? Happy 420, by the way. But I wasn't any of those things. And I had been medicated and self-medicating for those things for years. So when I finally checked into a mental health facility, they were like, honey, you're not crazy. You're autistic. You've never been diagnosed that, so they just keep giving you meds trying to fix it, but there's nothing to fix. You're just autistic. And you've been trying to live your life and fit into a mold that you're never going to fit into, and that's what's driving you crazy. And so for 9 weeks, I had to learn about being autistic, and that it's okay to be autistic, that there's different types of autism, because obviously I can talk, I don't shut the fuck up. I'm sure most people would be like, oh, I wish she was one of those nonverbals. Fuck you. But yeah, that took a lot. And then once I learned about that, like, all the substance abuses and stuff, they just kind of went away on their own. I was like, oh, well, I'm not crazy. I'm just fucking autistic as shit. And I don't need, like, drugs or medication to fucking handle that. I'm just like, bitch, this is who the fuck I am. But during that program, there was this guy, Josh, who looked just like Jake. And I didn't trust anyone because everyone I had trusted up until that point were not good people. I mean, even the doctors were putting me on meds that I didn't need to fucking be on. So this guy, Josh in my class, he looks exactly like Jake. And I instantly feel safe around this guy. And so, like, I start opening up and I start working on myself and I start realizing, like, it's okay to be autistic. You don't have to pretend you're not. But the thing was, it's like, I even told Jake, thank you. And he said, dude, I was not in your class. And I said, are you sure? Because he looked just like you. And I realized, because Jake is such a fantastic individual, that because somebody looked like him, I instantly trusted them because Jake is such a fantastic individual. And so whether he knows it or not, Jake being Jake is what saved my life. I think that's a fantastic man. So I'm really happy to see him successful, and I'm really happy that he works at this place. And they even have like a sod wall behind me, which is amazing because I think building with sod is fucking incredible. And I would love to ask 1,000 questions about this, but it's not my place to. And I mean, I really like this place. I'm like, oh, see, this is what I went to school for. I went to school for culinary arts and ended up finishing with restaurant management because I was like, I cannot be cooking all day and somebody tell me my food's wrong. I will fly over this counter and whoop somebody's ass. What the fuck do you mean that don't taste right? But I do have a degree in restaurant management. And now I'm working on another degree in biblical history. I know. It's the autism spectrum all over the place. I'm like, oh, performing arts, restaurant management, biblical history. Those all make sense, right? It is what it is. But I'm a minister, and I feel like when I say I'm a minister, people are like, what? And they're like, but you're gay. And I'm like, and? I'm like, Mary was a whore. Just say she was a whore. Well, that's not going to stop me. If I can find God, anybody can find God. That's the fun of being a minister, is just helping people find God. But I was going to tell Jake thank you. I was going to say, hey man, whether you realize it or not, you're an incredible individual, and sometimes we don't always see the light because we are the light, and it's really hard to see yourself unless you change your perspective. But I don't need to tell him that. He already knows that. Whether he's been told that or not, he knows that. So I'm going to make this video, and I'm going to say, hey Jake, congratulations, man. I'm very happy to see that you've been successful in life. You deserved it. I always thought you were a good guy, and this cafe is amazing. And for the rest of you watching, like, you should come check out Cafecito and meet my friend Jake. I have yet to eat any of the food here. I will probably end up eating food here at some point or another. But, yeah, good job, man. Good fucking job.